when I was in search of the perfect, I would say, tactile feel to the keys, I ended up ordering some wrong key switches like from Keychron, and I had to return them. It was kind of like a hassle. After a long research, the only keys that I found to be compatible with the Razer Deathstalker V2 Pro are the Keychron switches. The low profile ones, not all of them, but the ones from like the K1 V5, which I got right here. I actually had to, Keychron didn't have it in stock, just the switches, so I had to buy a keyboard. That's how bad I wanted to, just because I really like the Deathstalker. The only caveat is I think they're a little bit too mushy for me, which for typing, let me tell you, you will get used to it. But for other like things like gaming, where you need precision, you can move it more swiftly since they're kind of like easy to press. The actuation force is very low. But for precision, you find that sometimes, if you accidentally press a key that will trigger a certain command on the game, you don't want that happening. So I had to buy couldn't even find a new, by the way. This is like new on Amazon. I got the mint switches because I read from my research, the browns are still a little bit too easy to press. So I wanted something that was a little bit more tactile, not quite clicky. I kind of find clicky annoying, but that's just a personal thing, right? So, but I do like the low profile of keyboards. This time I'm 100% sure they work. I've checked, I've done my homework. So when I was trying to find this, I had such a hard time, and that's why I'm making this video, because I don't want people to go through the same, process as me. So let me show you guys the process of making the switch of the keys.
All right, so we're gonna start by comparing these two. We're gonna take the K1 Keychron. This is how it sounds. Typing on it feels quite good. All right, now we're gonna swap the keys. This is how the Razer original Red Switch feels like in comparison. I gotta say, the mint switches feel quite good. They are resistant, not too hard to press, and to me they feel very well balanced. We're gonna take this keycaps off. They also look pretty, in my opinion. Yeah, so this is how they sound. Alright, let's do the switch now, and you just gotta be careful when removing it. Just make sure you press it, like pinch it at the very edge. And I gotta tell you, when you're making the swap, you'll notice that the actual key, the Razer original keys, they fit a little bit tighter on the Keychron, but this is a very mild difference. And then the Keychron switches, they'll feel a little bit looser on the Razer. But again, these are very mild, so make sure you hear this click when you're putting on the Keychron. They feel pretty solid once they're installed. So after the switch, let's skip this part. All right, now we got the Razer Deathstalker V2 Pro 10 keyless with the mint switches. Just those three were not necessary because of the the media keys are already installed, so you got 3 extra ones. All right, let's put the keycaps back. All right, It's looking pretty good now. As you can tell, I think it looks actually prettier than the original. And that's the last of it. Looks neat, and it feels pretty good too. Now, mind you, the original Red Switch Razer keys on the Keychron actually feel better than on the Razer for some reason. This is a little typing test so you guys can hear the sound and have an idea how it feels. I'm not gonna do the actual test. I'm just, doing like a text file on Windows just to show you guys. It's pretty solid. I honestly really like it. I think, and I'm even happier because the red switches on the Keychron K1 actually feel natural to the keyboard, and I think it's because the keys are more spaced out, so the margin of error is less on the Keychron with the red switches than on the Razer with the red switches, in my opinion. They feel really good and effortless to type on. I'm going to use this as my secondary MacBook keyboard. And if you want to just like a long typing session, you can just use these. They feel pretty good. Again, they feel better on the Keychron K1 than on the Razer, in my opinion. On the Razer, the keys were too close to each other and the margin of error was higher when I was typing. And I feel like on the Keychron that's not the case. They feel pretty smooth. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you've appreciated this, and I'll see you soon.